Chris?
Yeah, that was great.
Enjoyed it?
Yeah, because you know what, I've been there before,
Yeah.
and you know that happened even not that long ago, like a year ago. And
Yeah.
I said, I can't.
Yep.
It's quitting's too easy.
Quitting is easy. I mean, the consequences are bad.
Yeah.
You know, once you quit, you feel so shitty and you look back and say, damn, but you know. Hey, it's not going to be easy either way. This is not an easy business. Being
No.
broke is not easy. Making a lot of money is not easy. It's, you know, there's always challenge. But
You're right.
you're in the right business. This is not a bad business because you can be up and running a lot quicker than in many other industries. You know?
Yeah, like they say, unlimited potential, unlimited growth, unlimited income. You know, it's all where you put it.
You got to hustle. That's why we're here today.
Yes.
So I'm recording this bad boy for you. You want to replay the audio, you're welcome to.
Great. Okay.
We're going to spend half an hour chatting, see where you are, see how I can help you, any challenges you're facing, anything that you feel like would be time well spent, we can discuss.
Sure.
Whatever you feel would be a good topic. It's all good. Anything goes. Okay?
Sure.
You've been at it for how long, Chris?
Well, I've been doing it. I'm part-time, right?
Okay.
But I work a lot. I'm there in the office 4 days a week. You know, 4 hours.
Do you
Tuesday,
prefer Chris or Christopher? Sorry.
Chris is easy.
Chris is good. Okay. So you work part-time.
And the goal is
when did
to
you get
get
your
out of doing it because I don't want to. I've been not wanting to do it for like part-time. The goal is full-time. You know, I can't see anybody who would want to do this for a long time. It's too much work.
Yeah, it's too much, and the payoff is not that great. But the catch is you're not making enough money, so you can't be full time, and you can't be full time because you're not making enough money. So it's like catch-22.
And that was a problem. That was a problem up until this year because I never had a plan any of the other years. This was the only year I ever did a plan. I know. To tell you how this happened is, you know, I was looking on YouTube for a while for some kind of inspiration.
Mm-hmm.
I watched this one and watched that one, you know, and it was good, but it never clicked. And then one day I stumbled upon your videos. I don't know how. In the past 4 years, I've never seen any of your videos.
Yeah.
And I saw one. I said, for some reason, whatever you said clicked. So I related to you and I said, if he can do it and he had nothing, he was homeless.
Yeah.
I said, then why not me? You know, so it just clicked and I said, okay. I started watching more of your videos and then I bought the, you know.
Oh, good. Yeah.
Then I, you know, started doing the flyers.
Mm-hmm. Excellent.
And then I read that book by, you recommended, You Are a Badass.
Yeah.
And that one changed everything. I was always into self-help, but that one, I've read it 5 times.
That's awesome.
And I have the audiobook on my way to work. I listen to it, and it's just, I did a vision board. You can't see it, but I have it.
Good.
Affirmations. I never did any of this. Any of the other years, I just never did it. And this was the year, I finally feel like confident, just focused. And I said, I have a plan now. And then I need your help because for some reason, like, because I work, you know, I have a child, you know, I have a day job, things like that, is organization.
Okay.
I need a good plan.
All right, cool. So you feel like right now planning is the most important element in order for you to reach your success?
Yes, because I have numbers in my head. Like I have a goal. This year is just to make net 80,000.
80,000. Okay. And how many transactions would you have to close to do your 80,000?
Probably around 12.
12 deals. Okay, so about 1 a month. And other than planning, what is the biggest obstacle right now? Like, what is the biggest challenge?
Well, I mean, since I started your program, I actually have 2 listings, 2 expires.
Good for you. Look at
you know, so my goal was to try to do at least one a month, 1 to 2 a month.
Mm-hmm.
So that's right now I have 2 that I got from doing your program, from following it. I had that.
Yeah.
The only thing is, and I remember this from your other videos, is that when you get listings, you kind of fall into like, I'm trying to get these sold. And then therefore all my time and energy is going into these listings where I can't go back to the follow-ups and getting my funnel, my leads and things like that. I mean, I just sent 30 listing packets that there were, from you that I had printed from Printer Bees. And I was supposed to follow up on them on Tuesday, but I've been so inundated that I haven't gone back to her. I said, look, I'm losing, the focus.
Yeah. So let's talk about that, because that's a good place to be. You have your big why. You have a family, you have responsibilities, you want to have a good lifestyle. So we don't need to spend a lot of time. Just remember that having a big drive like that, having hefty goals, big juicy goals, will be the fuel you're going to need to fill up so that you can get to your goals. It's like that rocket,
Yes.
To keep that momentum. It is the goals and desires, because there are only two ways to succeed. Misery, like I had, being homeless and all that shit. But it's not much fun. It's better to say, fuck, I'm going to have all these phenomenal things.
Yeah.
Let's go for it. So you have that. We don't need to spend much time on it. Then you're going to put together a simple plan.
Okay.
Remember, I talk about the 3 moving parts. In order for you to do 12 deals, you need to know 3 things. How many listings is it going to take? You already know that, 12, one a month.
Yes.
How many appointments do you need to go on to get 12 listings? Now, you may not know the exact number because you're just kind of starting out. But use as a baseline, if you go on 10 appointments right now, back-to-back, qualified sellers, how many of those 10 appointments will turn into listings? What's your best guess?
Out of, you said how many?
Out of 10. You go on 10 back-to-back.
That I realistically think I can get?
Yeah. Yeah. So if you sit down with 10 sellers.
8 out of 12.
8 out of 10.
8 out of 10.
8 out of 10. Okay. So you need about, give or take, 14 appointments. 15. Something like that. Yeah? And then the last number you need to know is, in order for you to get the 14, 15 appointments, how many leads do you need to generate?
Okay. See, that's where, this is like the perfect roadmap that I need.
Yeah. And that's what you need. So now you will not know the exact number for a while. But what I encourage you to do, start tracking it.
Start tracking it.
You're going to divide it between low probability leads and high probability leads. And what that means is low probability leads would be like generic leads you get, let's say, off the internet. Those are usually leads that take a long time to convert. Many don't convert at all. So all kinds of low quality buyer leads, the tire kickers and all that. Then you're going to have the high probability leads, which are the primo leads, good quality leads, new expireds, old expireds, for sale by owners, referrals, open house leads, sometimes even internet leads, but who are very motivated, realistic, and ready now.
Okay.
So you're going to start tracking. So if I do activity X, and that activity results in Y number of leads, and that results in Z number of appointments, that's your formula. You need to start tracking these numbers. Okay. What am I doing? What results am I getting? And how is that producing the result that I'm after, which is the 12 listings, because that's your goal. Does it make sense?
Yes.
So start somewhere. I can give you a baseline, and your numbers will be very different, and it will change.
Of course.
As you grow, your systems get better, the numbers will improve. But to start, it may take you around 10 leads to get 1 appointment. Somewhere around there. Especially if you work in high probability leads, you don't need to play big numbers. So if I need 10, so that means I need to do, now let's say this is 15 appointments. So you need to generate 150 leads in the next 12 months. So if I divide it by 12, 150 divided 12. So every month you work, it's 12.5. So between 12 and 13 leads a month.
That's doable.
That's pretty
doable. I mean, I have 30 right now that I sent listing packets to.
Good.
That to me have great potential.
And that's excellent. Stay in touch with those, but like you said, the trick is not just reach out, that's important, but the follow-up, which we'll get to in just a moment. So for now, you know that every month you work, you must hit this target. It's the consistency of it.
Okay.
Create the consistent results. Because just like you said, when you get 3 or 4 good listings, you get 3 or 4 transactions going, things get busy, especially without an assistant, boy, it's easy to get distracted. And the first thing that goes is,
the follow-up is not there.
Yeah, the lead generation and follow-up goes by the wayside. Which is
and that was all. And now that I reflect on it, this is why I made money, but just not enough money. And this was always my main problem is I would generate leads, but I would always just generate more leads and more leads, and just have this big funnel of just leads. It didn't serve me.
Yeah,
all it was that.
So the trick is, you're getting these leads, you're getting all that business, you keep generating, because it's the consistency of the lead generation that will bring the consistency of your income.
Okay.
Those two are directly related. You're with me?
Yes.
Okay, good. So here's the cool thing. You already know what's broken. And it's not like you need a massive overhaul of the entire system. You don't need that. You need to fine-tune this and tweak that, and you're on track.
Well, yeah, that's what it feels like. It feels like I have more control, thanks to, following the expired system. I feels like now that I finally have some kind of control. Before, it was just, everything was up in the air.
Yeah.
And there was no organization.
Yeah.
I didn't have this plan.
So now
I had this plan.
The second part to it is now you know the number. So in order for you to do 12 to 13 leads every month consistently, what do you have to do per week, per day? And it's the daily activities that now become important. So let's say you work on average, what would you say, 20 days a week in real estate, 15 days, something like that?
A week?
A month.
A month. It would be 4 days a week times like 20.
So 16. Right? 4 days a week times 4 weeks.
16, I'm sorry.
16. All right. So that gives you less than 1 lead per day. So every day you work, your number one priority, your number one focus based on this formula. Now these numbers will change just for now to kind of get us oriented. You need to do 1 lead a day.
Yeah. And now, didn't you say that? I think I saw it in one of your old videos. You said if you can have 1 to 2 good conversations a day, that's good. And that's good enough. But good conversations, not like, I'm not.
If you can have 2 high probability leads conversations a day, and
that's it. Okay.
I did it 5 days a week because my math sucks. So I just make the numbers easy. So that's 40 a month. So that means in 6 months, you can have 240 connections face-to-face, preferably, with high probability leads.
Okay.
You need half of that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And out of 240 potential, now, of course, not everything will turn into a lead or a listing. But your chances are high because FSBOs list with agents.
Yes.
Many expired listings come back on the market. Many you will turn into buyers as well. Many of your listings you can double in. So you have all these opportunities to make a lot of money. But the consistency of it is the key to that. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's constantly doing the follow-up and things.
Right. You don't need to do 100 leads at the time or 100 approaches or 100 mailers or 1,000 postcards. You can if you have the money. But you don't have to. It comes down to, if I can have 2 face-to-face dialogues, let's say with good FSBOs or good expireds or good leads, just good quality leads, and I can do that consistently, just based on my skill, I can turn a lot of them into clients. Okay?
Yeah.
So that's the step 1. Step 2 is you're going to add a follow-up to it because you already know conversion happens in a follow-up. Why is that important? Because when you make your initial contact, there needs to be some time, and that's the follow-up time, to build trust. This is the important time.
Okay.
Through the repetition where they see, oh, Chris, they see your face. They see your name. You talk to them. You send them an email. You text them. You're using all these channels to communicate with them.
Yes.
You start establishing familiarity. Okay?
And that builds rapport, right?
You build rapport and trust. That's exactly right. And then once they come to the point where they're ready to make a decision, then it's just a matter of setting up the listing appointment. But the process is always the same. What CRM do you use right now? What are you on?
What do you mean for?
Like a contact management system. What do you use? Where do you
but right now, so I'm using Mojo. But I signed up for Realty Juggler, and I'm going to give them a shot.
Good. It's a good system. It will get exactly what you needed to do. House all your leads to have them in one central place. Organize your follow-up so you can keep in touch with them. That's perfect.
Yeah, I'm going to try them out. It seems very promising.
What you then do is you divide the days you work between admin busy stuff and dollar producing productive stuff. So let's say you work, what's your average day? How many hours?
Like when I go in, right now it's a set 4 days, Tuesday,
so 4 days, 4 hours?
Saturday, Sunday. Yeah.
Okay. So you spend 4 hours working real estate when you do those 4 days, right?
During the week. On the weekend, it's more. It's 10 to 3.
10 to 3. Okay. So on average, would you say it's 5 hours?
Yes. If you want to do an average, yes.
So you have 5 hours, 5 productive hours.
Mm-hmm.
In order for this to work, you're going to devote at least 50% of those 5 hours to generating business, directly dollar-related activities. 50%. That means generating leads and following up with the leads you have.
Okay.
Vitally important. And the way you do that is you get into a habit of planning. And this was a big challenge for me because I like to fuck around like almost everybody else. You know, I had a hard time with staying disciplined and focused and organized. So the way you do that is get a simple calendar, digital, paper, doesn't matter. And you're going to plan those days you work step by step. This is where the sense of confusion and overwhelmment will go away. Because you will simply say, okay, from 9 to 10, I'm going to do this. From 10 to 11, I'm going to do this. From 11 to 1, I'm going to do this. And it's all planned. And you're going to have some admin time, and you're going to have some busy time, you know, some maintenance and taking care of files and clients and all that.
Yeah.
But you must have dollar-producing lead generation activities there. Otherwise, the business will be just a yo-yo.
And that's exactly what it was. What it's like. And right now, it's almost doing that, but it's kind of almost slipping out of my hand. But I have to.
Yeah. Well, that's the way you're going to get control back.
Yeah.
You start planning it. That's step one. And step two is you are disciplined enough to say, okay, I'm going to follow my plan, and I'm not going to get anything or anyone to derail it. I'm going to stay committed to it, and I'm going to get it done until it's finished.
Well, yeah, see, that's how I got these, is I would just crank out, just do dedicated 3-hour dialing sessions. And then I finally, you know, you get the good one, you follow up, I followed up with them, and then I got them. So now that I have them, I'm like, okay, I have them, I have to sell them, but I also have to do the other stuff.
Right. So you divide it 50-50.
Okay, 50-50.
And the next part to that would be get help. Because you're so constrained on time, and because even one demanding client or a difficult listing can really ruin your business because you don't have the luxury of 10, 11-hour days.
I wish I did, yeah.
Yeah. You got to get somebody who can help you with the busy stuff, with the paperwork, with running copies and delivering stuff and putting log boxes on and getting signatures and all that stuff.
Okay.
So bring somebody on board, even just for an hour or two, just to get off your desk that stuff that still needs to be done, but it's not dollar producing. It's just a busy admin work.
Okay.
So you can bring family members, you can bring teenagers. I had a senior citizen, one of my best assistants, Lydia. She was like 69 when she came on board. And she loved it because she don't want to sit at home all day. You know, she don't want to be bored. So it was awesome. So be creative, but do get some help where you can just hand off and says, do these 3 things for me today, please.
Okay.
Or you can get back on the phone, or you can get back on the street, you can talk to people, or you can do anything else. Follow up with leads, set up listing appointments, do listing presentations, all that stuff that's generating you dollars. Yeah?
Okay. Yeah, no, that sounds exactly right.
So now you have your calendar organized. Now you know what to do. Now you know what you need to stick with. Now you have somebody else to help you with that other stuff. Then it's just a matter of fine-tuning and doing it every day. That's the secret. And the last thing I'm going to give you on this is set a hard deadline by which you're going to be a full-time real estate agent.
Well, my goal...
You're going to nudge it and nudge it and nudge it.
My goal is to the end of this year, meaning that I will have all my closings and, you know, this and that by December 31st of this year. And then starting January, that's it. Then I take the leap, you know, like Jen's book says, you know, you take the leap and the universe, you know, will provide for you as long as you do what you have to do. You know, I think I'm going to be successful. Okay.
Start lining it up. Start setting everything up. So come December 31st, you pull the plug and you're ready full time. You're ready to rock and roll. You have systems in place. You have your assistant in place. You have your schedule in place. You have fine-tuned your system and your approach, and you're good to go.
Yeah, this is why it never worked out any of the other years, because I had a makeshift plan, but I would always break from it. I would always let things kill my time. And then the inconsistency was running rampant. You know, I would just do, 3 days here, then 1 day here, then sometimes no week here. You can't do that. It's 0 leads, 0 business, right?
See, and there's a second problem to that. Second piece to that is you will get beaten by other agents, not because they're better, but because they're available.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because they have the time. So you need to start compensating for that. And then going full time, you're up and running. All right. Any questions about this?
No. This is exactly what I needed. I tried to do it one day and I said, for some reason, it just didn't work.
Well, one of the strengths I have, I'm not good in most of the things I do, but one of the things I'm pretty good at is I can take something complicated and make it simple.
You do. You have that natural talent.
Because I know, you know why? Because my brain, if I see, this will only take 174 steps, I'm like, fuck no, I am not doing that. I can't. I get overloaded. I'm just, no, I'm hungry. I'm going to get a sandwich. I'm not dealing with this. So I need to figure out a way how to simplify it. And if you start simplifying, you realize that this business is really not that complicated. It's not easy, but it's not that complicated. You generate leads, you follow up with them, you set up listing appointments, you list, sell, rinse, repeat. That's really the whole process. So then you start breaking down. How do I get the best leads? What can I focus on to get the best quality leads? What can I focus on to follow up with them? How do I make that connection, that relationship, that rapport with them?
Okay.
And then how do I convert them into appointments? Frequent follow-up, chatting with them, answering questions, being cool and helpful. Boom. Next thing you know, you have a listing appointment.
Yeah, that's that's the cycle I want to try to get.
That's how it works. Yeah. Yeah.
Right.
All right. So we got that covered. What else do you think we're doing on time? We still have about 10 minutes or so. What else would help you?
No, I think that was my main thing. It's just organization. I mean, I have the dedication like I never had before. I have the plan. I just feel so much better than I ever did any of the other years. I feel like this is like the final year that this is gonna happen. It's because I'm putting in the time. I'm being super consistent. I'm doing the follow up. I'm doing everything, and it just feels right.
Good. Good. I mean, you're clear where you're going. You can build a very detailed roadmap, meaning you can tell very quickly, am I on track? Am I off track? Am I getting the leads I need to get to meet my goal?
Yeah.
And then you can start working it backwards. Well, am I getting this number of leads, this number of attempts, this number of appointments, this number of listings? Because the formula is always the same. Leads to appointments to listings. That's it.
Yeah.
That's the whole connection.
Okay.
And then you look, where can I improve? And the best way to increase your income, you're going to increase the numbers.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, but when I go full time, I'm just going to increase these numbers and then, just keep following the same system.
Good. That's the idea. Using the CRM diligently, it's part of your day. It should be part of the 50%. New leads, taking care of leads you have.
Yeah. I don't know how people do it without a CRM. I mean, I think I used to do it in my old planner and it was, writing everywhere, post-its, this, and I mean, like I can never do this now without
Here's the secret. Almost every single agent in the United States must make less than $37,000 a year. Average agent.
Wow.
90, and I don't want to make the number up, but it's, I think around 92% make less than $55,000. So the majority of real estate agents make what my mailman makes.
Wow.
And you wonder why. Well, problem number one, they don't have a lead generation. They don't spend 50% of their time on leads. Problem number two, they don't follow up with the leads you have. That's it. Those are the two biggest obstacles. Now, that all stems from a deeper issue we talked about on the I Quit video.
Yeah.
Where it's the mindset, it's the lack, it's the, the inner drive is not there. It's because their life is good enough. They drive the little Toyota Camry
and they're fine with it.
And they're okay with that. They're not miserable enough. I'm nothing against Toyota. I don't want to bash anyone, but
no, I know.
I'd be miserable being average. I would rather fail in a spectacular way, trying something really awesome and going for it big time, than just live in some little apartment, driving some little old car, and just have a little old life. Fuck that. That scares the shit out of me.
Well, that's what finally did it. It said, I'm not okay with working 9 to 5 for the rest of my life and just saying I'm capped at this income forever. I can't do that. Like you just said, I would rather fail miserably than to at least try and find out if I could do better for myself.
Yeah. I would not forgive myself for not giving them my best shot. You know what I mean? I would feel guilty and embarrassed. Like, how would I look in my kid's face and say, hey, you know what? Fuck it. I'm just going to take it easy.
Yeah.
I just couldn't do it.
No, you're right.
So good. We're on the same page. All right, my man. Well, it looks like you're on the right track. Your mindset is in the right place. And that, trust me, is the most important element.
Yeah.
Reading the right books, having the right mindset, having the right expectations of success and money and good clients is essential. That is like, without it, it's a heap of struggle.
Yeah, I don't know how people just don't have that. Like because this is why I think I was unsuccessful and other people were too.
Yeah.
Because I never changed my mindset. I always just kind of like winged it. Like, oh yeah, I'll make money here and there if I can, with no plan, with no anything. And that's why I failed.
Yeah. But good thing you know where the problem was so you can fix it. That's important.
Yeah.
Good. All right, man.
So, Borino, when are you going to do another boot camp?
We don't do boot camps anymore.
Oh,
I do a new program called Bootcamp 2.0.
Okay.
It's called the Path.
Ah, I did hear about this. Okay.
Yeah, Path is like the bootcamp, but it's more expanded. There's more stuff. We added to it. I restructured the way you learn and implement things.
Okay.
Because very frequently the comment I would get from people who did the bootcamp is it's just too much. Fuck, dude, it's like drinking from a fire hose. I can't keep up.
Ah, okay.
So I stretched it a little more, but I also had a chance to add more things to it that I felt were missing from the bootcamp. But there's only so much you can do in 8 weeks. So we put together the Path, which is me working with you very closely, building your systems, building your communication, confidence, structure, systems, all that together.
Okay.
And you get all my systems with it, and there are a couple of systems you can only get if you're on the Path. It's a very good program. We have almost 200 people right now on it already. So.
Okay, and it's for a certain amount of weeks, or?
No, you can stay for as long as you want.
Okay.
It's a monthly. We have you get 1 chapter per month. There's different chapter each month. You start with the mindset, then we go into schedule, time planning, then we go into confident communication. Then we build all your lead generation systems. You're going to get my new my new Referral Plus, which is a brand new system I put together, how to generate referrals from your sphere.
Oh, awesome.
And then we work on things like your pricing skills, your presentation skills, communication, building your team, getting assistants.
So it's a total system.
It's everything.
Okay.
And you can stay a few months. You can stay I'm running it continuously. This is all I'm doing right now.
In DC, though?
No, this is all online.
Oh, it's all online?
It's all online, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, we have these coaching sessions, which are like Zoom sessions similar to this one, but we have a whole bunch of people. And
okay.
We have hot seats and, Q&As and all that stuff is all part of it. So
I will definitely check it out. Okay.
Yeah. And you can stay, if you want to stay a few months, great. If you want to stay forever, you can. It's all good, But my job is to stay with you for as long. The goal of the Path, and the reason I call it that is my ultimate goal was I challenge people, can you do a listing a week?
Wow.
And can I be there for you to help you and support you to get to the point where you can comfortably generate at least 50 listings in 50 weeks?
That is a challenge.
So that's why we put it together. Now, some people will get there quickly. Some people will take a little longer. Some people say, well, that's too much. I don't need that. And it's fine. This was just kind of a benchmark for people who want to do more than just little deal here and a little listing there.
Okay.
That's what the program is. I'll send you more info on it. Or you can just check it out if you go to goborino.com.
Yeah.
There's a video that explains it. I think it's the most powerful coaching program out there because it covers everything. It covers all the elements that I feel in many of these coaching programs are missing. So.
Okay.
And it's designed to get you up and running quickly, get you leads quickly, get you business quickly. Comes with a whole bunch of stuff like the Listing University. You get free access to that. A bunch of other stuff. Yeah.
Wonderful. Okay.
Love to have you on. I think someone with your ambitions and the right mindset could benefit from it and get up and running fairly quickly with that. Yeah.
Okay, that's something to look forward to then.
Yeah, check it out. All right, Chris, anything else before we say goodbye?
No, I just wanted to say thank you because if I would have never seen your video that one day, I would have never, tried to change my whole outlook, change my whole mindset and things like that. It happened this year for whatever reason.
Yeah.
So I'm just, glad that I was on YouTube that one day. I saw your video and I said, all right, let's check him out.
That's awesome. Well, you know what they say, there are no coincidences.
Yeah.
Meant for a reason at the perfect time. That's meant to be that way. I'm a firm believer in that. I believe that every student I've ever met was at the right place at the right time by design. I don't believe in accidents. I believe that when the student is ready, the teacher appears. So that's how we met, which is cool.
Oh no. Hello?
Did I lost you? Oh, there you go. Are we back?
Yeah. It said unstable internet connection for some reason.
Yeah. Looks okay. We're back. Anyway, so I'm glad we met.
Yes.
I'm sure we're going to talk again. Keep me posted. If you need help, just reach out. Let me know. Do keep in touch, okay?
Yeah, I'll let you know if I, when, not if.
Yeah, there
you go. That I did reach that goal by the end of this.
Very good. Check out the Path, and we'll talk soon, okay?
Okay, thank you, BORINO.
Nice talking with you. Bye-bye.
You too. Bye.